Suplah, bringing you the latest in wrestling news, reviews, and rumors by annoyed fans. For annoyed fans.
Let's get it on! Bring it!
Hello wrestling fans and welcome once again. It's been a while. I am Andy Kwan, and with me, not always, because we are more infrequent than...
Sax Life.
That's not true. Sam Brooks.
You know what, you're not even doing it right. You've forgotten what day it is.
It's Friday.
No,
Gonna get down.
It's not just Friday.
Right.
It's not just Friday.
It's not just Friday.
How can you not know what day it is? Come on.
It's the 23rd of October, 2020.
Uh-huh. You know what that means?
What does that mean?
It's Suplah Day!
Oh, Suplah. So basically...
Happy Suplah Day, everybody! Where the fuck have we been?
Life is weird. So,
Life is weird.
There's been many things in our lives that have changed, and I've had many changes. Good changes, positive changes, the best changes.
Good changes, bad changes, gender changes?
Very good changes, not gender changes. But basically...
Okay, good. I'm glad we're on the same page on that.
Okay.
But if you ever feel like you want to change, that's fine.
No,
That's
that's all right. It's 2020. You want to do that? That's all good. But
You want to be called whatever pronouns you want? That's absolutely fine.
I'm happy with the pronouns I have. Does that make sense?
Are you sure?
I'm 100% sure. I'm more than happy with.
Are you sure? Okay.
I like the pronoun anyway. So basically, this show is going to be a mess.
The pronouns, Andy Kwan, 2020.
The pronouns are the best pronouns. Like this show is going to be an utter mess because we haven't done this in so long. I can't remember how to like do anything or like.
It's not like you had any innate ability to do it before.
Like
so...
I can do this. I can. So essentially, a lot has happened since we've been gone. Since we've been gone. It's been like a month.
You turned on the radio in the middle of your sentence there. What the fuck was that?
I don't know. I apologise in advance. So, many things have happened, and we're going to try and get through as many of them as humanly possible in 1 hour. It's an impossible task. That's what you get for not doing a show in 82 years. Many things have happened.
It's been 82 years.
It's been 84 years.
Jesus.
I didn't let him on that plank of wood because I'm a fucking idiot.
The door couldn't hold us both.
Even though it's the thickest door you've ever seen. It's a thick door.
Thicker than Otis.
Exactly. Oh, God.
What do you want to do first? Just pick a thing.
You know what we should do? We should do the first thing. Alberto Del Rio is probably going to jail, but you already know that. So the former WWE champion, thank you. I came up with that earlier.
That was very good.
Thank you. The former WWE champion, which makes me want to vomit in my mouth, Alberto Del Rio.
Time.
Oh,
no. Multiple time World Heavyweight Champion, Royal Rumble winner, Money in the Bank winner.
You keep talking, I get a picture of him up.
He's done many a thing in many different promotions. I believe he was in Impact. He was their world champion.
There's a picture of him.
GFW invasion period.
Ta-da! There's a picture.
He probably won the Bound for Glory series.
The Bound for Glory series. He's gone. I don't know where.
More? Who the fuck knows? AAA had him as their main champion for a little while. I'm pretty sure.
Sadly.
He was in Lucha Underground for a little while. He's a wrestler with many accolades. Formerly Edge's last match in WWE, but thankfully he's since come back to erase that little factoid. But that's not all about him that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about how disgusting, how vile, how putrid, how much of a waste of space he is, in his personal life
And to be
his
fair,
professional life.
though, in his profile where they clearly fucked it up and said he had to be a big deal really quick, I guess he's done that. Congratulations, mission accomplished.
Yeah.
There you go, you did it.
Infamous Alberto Del Rio.
Oh god, so here we go, right?
Yeah, let's
He
recount
got-
this
he-
whole thing. He's
Once-
been involved in some drama over the years anyway. We all know the story with Paige. We all know that stuff. This, however, is a new development.
So, once upon a time, there was a man...
In a land far, far away, a long time ago.
Well, in Japan, years ago, he got kicked in the head by Murkrow Crocop, but no, wait, that's...
Oh
that's
yeah,
too,
that's
that-
actually
oh.
one of my favorite things I've discovered recently. Is I
Beautiful.
saw the whole thing on Twitter. It's just like the soft jabs, the exchanges, bam, kick in the head, he's done.
Crocop is one of my favourites, because he's just like... He just
Hey,
likes it.
absolutely. It's one of the
Oh, he's so
inspirations
good.
for Jay Kager in Supergirl.
Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very
That's
good.
why he comes out to Wild Boys, because that was in fact Crocop's theme. And yeah, I fucking love Crocop. He's probably one of my favorite MMA guys. But yeah,
I don't know how we're getting onto that, but anyway, so Del Rio,
I just wanted to have a little hope spot in the midst of the
pain.
drama llama that we've got here.
Oh, the pain and suffering that's about to happen. So, Del Rio has been assigned a criminal date of January 25th, 2021, following his indictment, according to PW Insider. Del Rio was indicted, well, I don't know when this was, but a Thursday at some point ago, by a grand jury in San Antonio, Texas, and the charges of aggravated kidnapping. Del Rio is facing 1 count of aggravated kidnapping and 4 counts of sexual assault. He could be facing life in prison. Del Rio was first arrested earlier this year in May after the victim went to local authorities in San Antonio, Texas, to report Del Rio's assault. During, what? I can't read. According to the victim, Del Rio allegedly became angry with her and accused her of infidelity, and then proceeded to physically assault her. So I say on behalf of everyone on Earth, you're a twat.
I mean, that's putting it lightly, mate. I think he's a... Pardon my French. I'm going to use a word that we...
No, Kenny's in the room. You can't use that word.
I'll just cover his ears. It's fine.
Okay.
I think Mr. Alberto Del Rio
Yes.
is not very nice.
Oh, yeah, he isn't very nice, though.
He's also a cunt.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck? This fucking just evil... What happened, man?
My name is Alberto Del Rio, and you...
And I am a fuckface.
And I am a fuckhead. Oh,
Can you
God.
imagine fucking if Ricardo Rodriguez was a constant in his career and he was like, here's Alberto Del Fuckface.
I mean, this is the face of someone who clearly is a complete twat. Like, look at
This
it.
is the face of someone who is a fuck.
I may have
This is
accidentally...
criminal fucking charges and wrestling stars. Name a more iconic duo at this point.
Oh, God. The thing is, like... I'm trying to fix the image that I've now broken. I don't think I can. Oh, well.
My favorite thing about the zoomed in thing is
Right.
that his penis is just right behind him. It's Tron. It's his dick just right behind his...
Well, I mean, he is a dickhead. I mean, that does make sense.
Yeah.
So, you know, I'm going to leave that. That's a perfect image. That needs to be the thumbnail for the whole show. Like, that's perfect.
Oh, what fucking timing.
Oh,
my God. Yeah, fuck this guy. I'm sad that we have to give it airtime, and I'm sad we have to put his name out there more than is necessary, but fuck this guy. There's a
Yeah.
reason why there's been a hate train for the longest time, because he's a bit of a twat. He's done illegal things, morally reprehensible. He probably fucked up Paige's career and took, 10 years off her own lifespan. Because he's a fucking coked out moron.
Yeah. Didn't he
There's
have a
nothing
fight?
good. There's nothing good. And you have to erase all of the fucking accolades that were put on him. And for what? For what fucking reason were those accolades put on him? He's clearly a dickhead. He no-showed events all the fucking time in the indie scene. Even when he was in WWE, he got fired once, came back, had an awful run, and is just somehow managed to ruin everything they ever set up for him over the course of like half a decade. For what? It was just a complete waste of time now. And this is why, as much as wrestling likes to attract in the scummy like people, this is why you need to vet your fucking talent on their morals a bit better.
Because my issue as well is Del Rio could have been a sympathetic person, because I think the original story that came out when he got fired first time was their social media person was being racist towards Del Rio.
Yeah.
And at that point you think...
assaulted him.
Yeah, it's like, oh.
I think there was fault on both ends.
Yeah. And that's the thing, like... He's just a twat. And the thing is, like, I can't believe this guy got like the push of pushes. Like like as far as like Mexican professional wrestlers go in like, I don't know, the history books, you'll think of, I don't know, Kenny, what do you think of Mexican wrestlers? So basically, like El Santo.
When you think of Mexican wrestlers, you think of Kenny.
Well, Kenny, I said Mexican wrestlers, and the cat goes meow. I'm like, well, what do you think?
Maybe he knows about Rey Mysterio.
Maybe is that so? Like Rey Mysterio
Who's jumping through the door? Oh, it's Kenny.
Yeah, no, literally, he just ran through the door. I give up trying to keep him out. So basically, there's Rey Mysterio, Eddie Guerrero, obviously, Psychosis, Super Crazy, like these, dude. Yeah, like even Chavo Guerrero, yeah, exactly. This guy is none of them. Like, no. he. I don't like when he originally started. He had basically Mexican JBL gimmick. And
yeah, I don't know how anyone thought he was supposed to get over with that.
And the other thing as well is like his ring announcer was more popular than he was at one point.
It's completely true.
And I'm
Even though he literally faded into obscurity, never to be seen again, he's still somehow more popular than this fucker. I
don't get it. I don't get what they saw in this guy, and like he got a rocket ship past the bloody moon, like to the next universe.
He won the first ever 40-man Royal Rumble,
and then he won the Money in the Bank that same year, and he won like the title millions of times. It feels like millions anyway. It was just
his fucking Wikipedia page just to get a real scope on his fucking accomplishments here, and so that we can cry about it all, because that's what we like to do here at the Suplah. We like to cry about wrestling.
I just don't understand what they saw in this guy.
He is an overall 9-time world champion. 9 times.
I can't even tell you.
That's more than 8. That's so fucking many.
How many times has Daniel Bryan been world champion? Like what? Twice?
Good question.
Like it's gotta be twice, right? 3 times? Maybe?
No, I mean, if you count the WWE and the World Heavyweight Championship, it's at least 7, I think.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah, let me have a look. Daniel Bryan.
It can't be. It's gotta be like 3.
Yes, no, he won the World Heavyweight Championship at least twice, and then he won the WWE Championship at least 3 times.
3 times? When the what?
Well, because when he won it like the first time, he was vacated, and then he won it again, and then was vacated the next night.
Oh yeah, that was.
Let me see. I'm on Daniel Bryan's Wikipedia page. Yeah, because it was during the whole summer of Daniel Bryan thing where he kept getting screwed out of the title. People only seem to remember the win at WrestleMania as being the big one. But...
Yeah, like the only ones I remember was when he beat Mark Henry. And then...
That was for the World Heavyweight Championship, which he won 1 time, and then he won the WWE Championship 4 times. Because he had that run with the...
Is this like the Nelson Mandela effect, where I'm like, he's only been champion twice?
Let's count it, alright? He won it, He won it off John Cena at SummerSlam, then Randy Orton cashed in, that's 1.
Oh, God, yeah, okay.
Then I'm pretty sure he beat Randy Orton for it, but then he was stripped for it, that's 2. Then he won it at WrestleMania, that's 3 times. And then he had his recent heel run as the Eco Warrior, where he brought in the hemp belt, That's 4 times.
Okay. Alright, yeah, okay, fine. I just can't count
So-
birdies. Or I'm forgetful.
Alberto Del Rio has won it 4 more times!
Oh.
This fucker! Why?
Double the amount of
Why?
times! Why? He's not even good!
That's just in WWE. And I don't know if they're counting the AAA. He won the Mega Championship. the Lucha
No,
Libre
that's not a
World
world
Cup,
champion.
Impact Wrestling, GFW Global Championship, and then Unified GFW World Heavyweight Championship. Jesus Christ.
No one ever,
Sake.
like, Liam's right in the chat, like, no one listened. No one was like, this guy seems to be a problematic human being. No, we'll put the belt on him.
Royal Rumble 2011, Money in the Bank 2011, bragging rights trophy, doesn't matter.
No, that
United
doesn't.
States
that doesn't
Championship 2 times, World Heavyweight Championship 2 times, WWE Championship 2 times. Wrestling Observer voted him best gimmick in 2010. What the fuck was Dave on in 2010? I don't know.
Oh, there's times where I love and hate Dave.
Like, the thing that gets me, and we're not going to give him any more airtime after this because it's already been going for a bit long.
Yeah.
The thing that gets me about Del Rio is that he was given all of these accolades, all of this shit, despite all of his personal problems. I have never found any of his matches that
No.
entertaining.
Not one, and that's the
He
problem.
himself, as a wrestler, is so fucking boring.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he finesse his way into all of these championships? I genuinely don't understand.
And my thing is, like, with like Ray and Eddie, their matches were really good. They couldn't have a bad match with anyone.
You
Really.
can comfortably say that they are some of the best wrestlers in history. You cannot fucking say that for Alberto Del Fuckface.
Yeah, I don't.
And
I
I,
mean,
hope he
I-
fucking goes to jail and does time for the shit that he's done wrong. Because he is a criminal. He has done criminal things, assault and battery, threatening to throw a baby out of a moving car.
I feel bad that I can do a Del Rio impression pretty perfectly.
Yeah, of all the fucking impressions that you can do,
Dude.
you do the fucking Smitty, like, shit-eating grin, and the fucking the chest thing, and the spinning, pointing thing.
I'm
Oh,
gonna see if I can get my webcam to work.
That's a bad idea.
That no, is it really a bad idea? Do you think?
I don't know, you can try it. Liam in the chat says, I always said he was a terrible person. No one listened to me.
There we go. Here I am.
There
Morning.
we go.
So just go.
No, hang on. This needs the theme music. It really needs the theme music to sound this. I'm gonna get the theme
okay.
music on my phone.
No, I've got an idea. Right, if I move this thing, no, I'm the wrong way around. Okay, I've got to go really close for this to work. This is not going to work. I don't know what I'm thinking. This is
Oh, it's an advert for PlayStation. Shit.
shut up. Not
We have
PlayStation.
one. Stop
Not the
advertising.
PlayStation. Not PlayStation. Damn it! Not the damn PlayStation. Right, go.
Por ahora, sigue los calamares. Es Alberto Del Juan.
But you already know that. All right, goodbye. Remove webcam. Yes,
Oh,
there you go.
fuck this fucking idiot. I hope he goes to prison. Jesus Christ, we're not doing this anymore.
Liam says
We're
put
moving
more
on.
effort
What's the
into
next
it.
topic?
I was trying.
You have, you did. You put the best you can. Here's a gold star. Next
Yay,
topic.
gold star. Right, the next topic of discussion will be Rocky, my favourite wrestler of all time, as he is in the new...
Lesnar. You forgot his last name. His last name is Lesnar.
Oh yeah, his last name is Lesnar. There he is. Oh no, that's not right, is it? Let me fix this. So let me put this there.
Jesus Christ.
Look at his nips. They're so small and weird. Right.
Yeah, alright, okay, so what is the actual news headline? Let's get
Okay,
that over with first,
so-
and then we can talk about tiny titty Lesnar.
Okay, so Brock Lesnar is in UFC 4. If you get a free trial of the game, I can't believe it's on a free trial already. That must mean no one bought it. I didn't even buy it. So,
Wait, is this game already out?
yeah, it's been out for months.
Are you, what? I thought this was like a pre-order bonus or something
No.
for the game that was going to be coming out later.
No. They're doing a trial because no one's buying this thing. So basically, essentially, if you get a trial of UFC 4 this weekend, you get Brock Lesnar as a character for free.
So they patched in Brock Lesnar to make people buy their game.
Potentially, yes. But what this suggests to me is, okay, you're sticking, you're sticking Tiny Titty Lesnar in the game, right?
Yeah, look at this fucking render,
What-
right? His
what
shoulders
is
are so
that?
fucking wide, and yet his pecs are just so... They're so, like, not the right shape and size at all. If you look at an actual picture of Brock Lesnar next to this thing, you'll be like, oh, they really fucked up the detailing on his torso here, because you know the big titty goth girlfriend? Now you've got small titty Brock Lesnar. That's what we you think that's really gonna make people buy this fucking game? Really?
I'm just getting a picture of Brock. Give me one moment. Okay. Yeah, this picture will probably suffice. Yes, this will do. I will...
We're not body shaming, just to get that out of the way. We're not body shaming. We're in-game render shaming this fucking abomination that is somehow meant to get people to buy this shitty game that's been out for however long? I didn't even realize it was out.
Yeah, this game has been out for months.
What is this?
I'm just going to say this.
Have it?
I don't have it. And that's bad, because I buy all the UFC games. Like,
Yeah, right. Like, are you going to now get this game because of small titty Brock Lesnar?
I was going to get it anyway, but not because of small titty Brock. I think it's more... I think because I was unemployed, I just was like, I'm not going to buy this game, because I would rather eat.
But now you have adult money that you can afford to spend on shit like this.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. So, okay, so that's... Okay, I'm trying... Right, so I need to... How do I get this to work? Right, go there. Does that work? No, that did not work. Does that work? That does not work. Okay, so that's Brock Lesnar there. God damn it, why is it not working? Go there. Okay, so this is Brock's... Okay, go with left nip. So we'll go with left nip or something. So that's Brock there. I'm going to make this smaller. There you go.
Like, you can already clearly see, like, there's just... It's either a bad angle or something, but it looks like someone just went up to him and, like, squeezed him so hard that he fucking morphed. And he's having the wrong body shape. And Paul Heyman looks really sad about it in the background, like, oh no, they ruined my man.
And here's the thing. They've given him a weird snail trail, which is creepy as fuck.
Yeah, like, he doesn't... I've never known Brock Lesnar to have a fucking snail trail. Like,
That is-
maybe I'm like excused because I've never looked at his fucking like waistline as part of his entrance or anything. But like, what the fuck is this shit? And they think that this is gonna make him buy the game. Like, why?
No. I probably will get it at some point, but not right now. Because like I've heard reviews are like, the game is exactly the same as the other one. And I'm just like, well, what is the point then? Like,
It sounds about right, man. Honestly.
like what would be the point? I'm just left the image as his weird body and Twitter handle and stuff. But yeah, like, I am intrigued because they put him in the game. Is this like WWE 2K effect where we like he's gonna be in the UFC? Maybe.
Well, the last time he was there, he fought Mark Hunt, and he had that weird suspension thing because he was on the dopes.
Oh, he was banging all the roids.
Yeah, like I don't know. He's still a draw, I assume. I don't know how much his fight with Hunt drew.
I think it did quite good, but I don't know the exact number off the top of my head.
I mean, after that anyway, like after that whole controversy, it's probably going to be nowhere near as big as that draw. And I guess it would depend on who he would fight. Like I remember.
Well, I mean,
he was
this
Universal Champion, and he got in the octagon with Daniel Cormier.
He's
They were
retired,
literally
so that's
building
it.
to a thing, and now DC's retired, so you can't even do that right.
Well,
What would he do?
I mean, there's been rumors for ages it's John Jones versus Brock Lesnar, which...
Oh, great, yeah. I want to see a fucking carny fight another criminal. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I don't know. I kind of don't want to see Brock Lesnar ever again in my life, in any facet of anything.
In any capacity.
I don't care. He can go back to his ranch and...
I don't want to see him in wrestling. I don't want to see him in UFC. I don't want to see him in Sainsbury's. I don't want to see him on the road. Like,
I don't want to see him in Sainsbury's. You're like, hello, where are your steaks? Like, I don't want that. I don't want...
why is he asking you? You don't work there.
Yeah, well, I mean, I like steaks, Brock, but I have no fucking clue.
Yeah, steaks are over there, Brock.
He just like suplexes the entire shelf.
Oh,
He
Jesus.
suplexes Sainsbury's.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's something to look out for because it is a bit strange why they would stick him in the game, especially when, I mean, he's not under WWE contract right now, is he?
No, yeah, there was that whole hubbub about him being like a free agent. Everyone's like, "Ooh, what if he goes to AEW?"
Oh god, please! I will stop watching AEW.
I want him to show up there just to see your reaction. Honestly,
No.
I think it would be fucking hilarious.
No, it won't. Why do you?
Fucking John Moxley beats Eddie Kingston in the fucking whatever match they're having, and then you dun 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 dun. It's just a fucking WrestleMania rematch. What, Full Gear or whatever the next AEW.
Yeah. Is it Full Gear? I can't remember. I think it
You
is.
should know, you're the fat man.
Look, I can't remember. I'm tired. That's why.
I know that. I don't remember.
I'm not. I don't get hungover anymore. I don't really drink anymore.
Oh, so you just have shit memory.
Yeah, probably from drinking too
You
much.
don't have anything to blame it on. It's just shit memory now.
Maybe. Yeah. No, it's just my shit memory. So that's
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. So what else do you want to talk about, Samuel? Let's see.
Kairi Sane is
Okay.
going to be joining the Japanese commentary table this Sunday for Hell in a Cell. By the way, it's Hell in a Cell on Sunday. Don't know if you remembered.
God, I didn't remember.
Neither did I. So yeah, Kairi Sane was written off WWE television in June, July, one of the months beginning with a J in the middle of the year, so that she could return to Japan and be with her husband. So she's retired from in-ring competition as far as we are known, but she is returning to the WWE by proxy at the Japanese commentary table this Sunday for Hell in a Cell, which we won't be able to listen to because it's exclusively region locked to Japan, oddly enough. So if you have a VPN blocker, I guess you can tune in and listen to the Japanese commentary table. Probably be better than the American commentary table at this rate. Don't know who's going to be on it, but I can guarantee it'll be better. But,
doesn't the Japanese announce table normally have Funaki? And I'm not even
yeah,
joking.
normally has.
Like,
I want Funaki and Kairi Sane.
that would
Announce
be,
team number 1.
that's
what I
amazing.
want.
That's what I want.
But yeah, oddly enough, I miss Kairi. I liked her run with the with Asuka as the Kabuki Warriors and being women's tag champs and poking people with the umbrella. That was really entertaining and everything. And I'm sad to see her go, but I think it's really cool that WWE is actually keeping her as like an ambassador for like Japanese stuff. I think that's actually pretty cool of them to do.
I feel bad because I kind of dropped out of NXT around the time she came in, and it's not because of her. It's just like, who was the NXT champion at the time?
You missed probably one of the most over like women's baby faces of the period when she was in, because she won the Mae Young Classic. She had the feud with Shayna Baszler, Pirate Princess, like super over. Goes to the main roster. They don't really do much with her. They only really gave her the women's tag team championships as an accomplishment, and then she decides, okay, it's been 3 years. I've probably done all that they're going to let me do in this company, so fuck it, I'm gonna retire.
Oh yeah.
And that's not to say that she won't like do another tour with any of the Joshi promotions in Japan, like Stardom or anything like that. It's not to say that she'll never wrestle again.
The other thing is, with wrestlers retiring, they never really retired.
No, not really, which is especially true with Japanese wrestlers, because, you know, never say never, one off and all of that. But yeah, like I say, she could do another like farewell tour of Stardom and all of that. But yeah, I think it's a shame how they actually like didn't really use her much on the main roster, because she is legitimately one of the best female wrestlers like in the world. But that doesn't really make any difference in WWE unless you're white and blonde. Let's be honest.
I don't get it, damn it.
I love Charlotte and Alexa and Mandy Rose.
Yeah, that's
Great.
basically Vince.
You know, you're only allowed to have one dominant Asian, and even then, she's booked questionably at the best of times. But never mind all of that. But no, I think it's good that they're keeping her on as a role outside of the ring. I think it's one of the better things that this horrible right-wing company does most of the time. Because at least they provide aftercare for some of their talents, which is more than you can say for other people.
I may have accidentally changed the image, so my bad. Should we talk about WrestleMania in that case, since I completely fucked it up?
What did you want to talk about Hell in a Cell? As she is reporting on it this Sunday, we could always have a brief overlook at the card.
Just go over the main matches.
This is actually the thing, right? This is what I want to talk about, right? It's Hell in a Cell this Sunday, right?
Yes.
There's only 4 matches announced.
What in the name of Jesus? Why? Okay, what are the 4 matches then? Sam is gone. I don't know where he's gone.
Random singles match.
Okay, can you go back and say that again, because you cut out on my end, and I think the stream is my end. So
there's a match for the Universal Championship.
Uh-huh.
There's a match for the WWE Championship.
Okay.
There's a match for the SmackDown Women's Championship.
Okay.
And there's a singles match.
Right.
That's all they've booked so far, Andy! What the fuck are they doing?
So it's SmackDown tonight. So SmackDown's tonight. So by the time maybe people are watching this on the replay, on the fucking...
they're probably going to book like 12 matches tonight.
This is so stupid. Like,
at the time we're recording this, at 7:30 British time on a Friday, 2 days before the pay-per-view, there's only 4 matches announced. Are you having a shit on my nuts? Like, what the fuck?
What?
And one of these matches we've seen at least twice because it's Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. Again.
Oh, I don't care. I don't have WWE Network. This is actually the first time in my entire life since the network launched in this country. I don't have it, and I don't care. I'm not watching.
Andy, if you don't have the WWE Network, who's going to pay Adam Cole?
No, shut up.
Who's going to fund the NXT locker room that I never even watched while I had the network?
Stassi in the chat says, how's it going? I think
it's going pretty well.
And
Don't this much. Nah, I usually missed a couple of things here, but we'll quickly go over the Hell in a Cell matches. You got Roman Reigns with Paul Heyman versus Jey Uso in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match for the WWE Universal Championship. Okay, this feud has actually been one of the highlights of the year for me so far.
Okay.
If you told me last year that Roman Reigns versus Jey Uso, well, Roman Reigns is a heel.
See, that's
being managed
good.
by Paul Heyman.
Also good.
If you told me this last year, I'd be like, the fuck are you saying to me right now?
Also,
no,
you're gonna have to wear a mask.
Feud of the year. Like, for real. It's one of my favorite things because they're doing this whole thing about the family and Roman Reigns being the tribal chief, and he's just like vicious and like it's just really good. If you don't really know what's going on, I'm not gonna do it any justice by explaining it myself. You really should just go back and watch a couple of the clips from SmackDown and everything because the storytelling has been remarkable. The matches that they've had, the one they had at Clash of Champions was fucking great. I have a feeling this one is gonna be really good too. So I'm actually really excited for this match. The other ones, no. Because we've seen Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton. They had their match at Clash of Champions. That should have been the ending. You had all of the Legends cameo from the story they were building where Randy Orton would take out all the old people like Shawn, Rick, and Big Show. They all showed up and everything. And now he's just getting another match inside Hell in a Cell. For what reason? It's not that you can't build any other challenges. You've got Keith Lee ready and waiting. But I don't know. They seem to want to give him like just Randy Orton matches left, right, and center, and I don't understand it.
I don't really understand it, but like, the bits that I have seen of SmackDown have literally been of Paul and Roman, and I'm very happy with heel Roman. Like heel Roman is like the best thing ever, and they should have done this years ago. I've no ungodly idea why they didn't. And the irritating thing about it is they decided to do this in a pandemic. And okay, yeah, you got the Thunderdome, and it's very cool. And granted, it's better than the Performance Center, but you did this without real fans being there. Now, I don't know when fans can come back, However, that's a segue because WrestleMania, WrestleMania could be back in Tampa. Here we go. So, you like my rendition of the WrestleMania song?
No, I really didn't.
Why? So, according to Inside the Ropes, Vince McMahon is considering to move the location of next year's WrestleMania event from California, where WrestleMania 37, that's the number we're up to now.
We're up to 37?
We are up to 37. It was...
WrestleMania 30 was like last year, what are you saying?
No, I don't think it was. It was scheduled...
Long ago.
It was scheduled
You're telling me
Yeah.
that Daniel Bryan's rise to the top was like 6 or 7 years ago now?
Yes.
Oh, fucking Christ, we're so old.
I know.
It's so depressing, because we're so old.
I mean, yeah. So this old event was scheduled to take place in Inglewood, California, but it looks like it might be moved to Florida, where it would be more likely to be held at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa, where WrestleMania this past year was supposed to be taking place. While we're yet to have an official reason why this move would happen, or if the move is even happening at all, we could imagine that it is because of COVID-19, and it has been a case that many changes the Vince McMahon WWE have to put into action in the past with this pandemic. But however, TV host John Alber added in some sort of tweet or something after speaking to a representative of WWE, he says, "A rep for WWE tells me at this time regarding report of WrestleMania moving to Los Angeles to Tampa, we have nothing to report right now given the current environment, but we continue to monitor locations of our potential events." Here's the stupid thing about Florida, Sam.
Where do you want to start? There's several.
I mean, there's many things, but we'll stick with WrestleMania. So, number one, here's where everyone in Florida hates me, but whatever. Number one, they're having fans at events again in Florida. They're lifting that COVID restriction, even though more people are dying than ever. They're doing it anyway. So that's the reason why they could potentially move to Florida, is because if they can have fans at a stadium, even though it's not a good idea, and Estasi confirms this, Florida essentially operates as if there is no COVID. That is what they're going to do. They're going to have, we're going to have a stadium full of people. We will, even though it's not a good idea. I'm not a health expert. I'm not a genius, but having 80,000 people in it, I know, right? But you wouldn't think from my tweeting, but you'd think having 80,000+ people in a stadium is not a good idea, and that is one of the main reasons. Because I think in California, they are saying that there's going to be no one in stadiums for at least past WrestleMania. So either you do WrestleMania in a massive stadium with no one in it, or you do it at the Performance Center like you did, or the Thunderdome. You've got a bloody dome, okay, but you can do it at the Thunderdome, or you do it in a stadium full of fans, but that's not a good idea, and probably people are going to get sick and probably die because of this. In my opinion, just doing the Thunderdome and it doesn't matter, because at this point, people's lives are not worth your shitty little fake show. Sorry, it just ain't.
Why, you mean you're not willing to contract a terminal disease so you can watch Edge versus Randy Orton? Here's what gets me about it, right? Here's what gets me about this.
Okay.
Why is it? We all know that wrestling isn't exactly a bastion of good, pure, clean fun, right? It's not exactly attracting the best of people. We've already said that with Del Rio, right? But Chris Jericho held a concert with Fozzy at some sort of biker type festival.
Yeah,
where there were
Sturgis.
thousands of people, no masks, no distancing, and then he went to perform at AEW. Braun Strowman attends again another biker festival. Why is it always bikes?
I don't know.
He attends a biker festival. No mask, no distancing. And then he fights Keith Lee on Monday Night Raw. PJ Black and Flip Gordon are both COVID deniers. They have posted things on social media that say there is no pandemic. They've been lying to you, man.
They're in line to you, man.
Why
I mean,
is it
I
that
just...
this fucking subculture, that this fucking fake sport is full of such bullshit that we have to fucking endure just so we can get our fucking rocks off at people wearing underwear, flipping around a fucking ring. It's not even a ring, it's a square. It's a fucking squared circle. Pretending like they're in pain. For fucking what? For what fucking reason are we still fans of this shit?
There was a wrestling event, actually. I can't remember where it was, but it was like this past weekend or 2 weekends ago, called The Collective. And it was like
fucking Collective.
And there was like it's like a series of independent promotions that put on like a series of events over the course of a weekend. And like I think there's been cases, at least one case of a wrestler who got tested for COVID and is positive. And I'm like, well, no fucking shit. Like, why do you think... And it was in, like, an indoor gym that John Moxley wrestled at. I'm like, what in the name of Christ are you idiots doing?
I mean, hey, to actually highlight a positive thing, John Moxley is probably taking this more serious than anybody. He stays in separate hotels. He gets tests done.
Okay.
He's avoiding as much contact with anyone as humanly possible because, I don't know, it's almost as if he's a fucking world champion. And it's as if he's the main star of a fucking company, and that's how everybody, let alone the fucking brand, should act.
And the thing is as well, his wife has got the bloody thing twice.
Yes.
Twice.
Exactly. And he isolated. He was away from everybody whilst that was happening.
And like I don't think doing this show at Raymond James Stadium is a good idea.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Fucking
like,
do it. I don't even care.
But here's the other thing. I'm not being funny, and I don't want to make this political, but depending on what happens...
It won't fucking stop you, will it?
No, I'm a twat. Depending on what happens in the election, if Trump gets in and retains his presidential championship...
Everyone's fucked. Like,
then this event is taking place. I'll put money on it because Donald and Vince are good mates. So Donald like, do all the wrestling shows, the biggest wrestling show, the greatest wrestling shows.
We are going to restart this economy with Randy Orton versus Edge in the Tampa Bay Stadium.
But if Joe Biden gets in, Biden's been like, everyone's gonna wear a mask. I'm gonna lock fucking places down. So at the end of the day, I can't...
I don't get it. I don't fucking understand, Andy. I really don't understand.
And then here's the thing, right? If it's a draw, then Barack Obama will cash in his money in the bank briefcase. And by God, what's George?
Grab me my money in the bank briefcase. I'm gonna cash it in. Have the next presidential debate.
By God, what is George W. Bush doing here in the COVID zone? So basically, at the end of the day, right, this show is not a good idea. Okay, it's not a good. Wait,
COVID zone. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Well, that's what this show would be.
Taz, you fucking prick! What's fucking George W. Bush doing in the COVID zone?
That's what this thing would be. It would be the COVID zone. It'd be COVID mania. How about it'd just be horrendous? Just non-stop coughing, total non-stop coughing.
We're going to the commentary desk by Renee Young.
Cough, cough, cough. Like, nobody wants this shit. Like, I don't care still about wrestling. Like, this is why I'm going to show for so long, because it's...
You know what? Remember that time when everyone wanted to boycott the WWE Network?
I'm the only person who got rid of it.
Why don't you take that same drive, that same motivation, that same hostility...
Okay.
...towards a real-life scenario that's actually worth boycotting this shitty fucking company over?
Well, speaking of things and COVID, that's a great segue. Good job, me.
Speaking of things and also COVID, there is also news about shit.
So basically, WWE is currently being investigated by the Orange County Department of Health. As a part of an ongoing investigation, various WWE-based institutions will be investigated by the department, including the Amway Center, which houses the dubbed Thunderdome, the Performance Center, Full Sail University, which remains the base of operations at NXT. So all of these things, there are right. So let's count on the magical screen. This is like Sesame Street with Andrew, right? So okay. So the Jesus School.
The Jesus School.
The Jesus. So the Jesus School is being not even God can stop COVID.
What the Jesus School? Is that where people go to learn how to be Jesus?
I don't know. It's like clown college. I don't know. I have no idea. So you got the Amazon distribution center in Boggy Creek.
Oh, I mean not the Boggy Creek Amazon distribution center. How will the residents of Boggy Creek get their fucking parcels?
They can't.
Bring a parcel force with first class Charlie Haas.
The plaza on University Apartments. That is generic. I don't even know what that means. Like,
which one?
Where?
What is that?
Crunch Fitness. Wait, do you eat cereal at the same time on Colonial Drive?
Crunch Fitness. You eat bowls of cereal until you cultivate enough mass.
Oh, don't get me wrong. There's two of them. One in Colonial Drive.
Jesus Christ, Andrew!
And
do
Crunch...
you have a disability? Like it says Colonial.
Maybe
it says fucking Colonial Drive, mate.
And Hoffner.
Hugh Hoffner.
And Starbound Performers, whatever the hell that means.
Oh, they were bound for the stars.
Were they?
Were. Jesus fucking Christ.
So basically, okay.
This sums up Florida as a fucking whole, right? It's just this batshit fucking territory where you get the Jesus School and you have two Crunch Fitnesses and WWE.
So there's nine of these things, right? So there's 9 of them. 3 of them are WWE related. So a third of the 1/3 of the investigated Orange County Department health places are WWE related.
NXT, Raw, SmackDown. So all of your main television. And the Performance Center, which is where everybody goes anyway. Good. I hope they investigate it, and I hope they fucking shut it down.
I mean, yeah, like, I...
How many fucking reports have we heard over the months of being like, oh, there's been a COVID outbreak at the Performance Center. Oh, someone on SmackDown got fucking COVID. Yeah, no fucking shit they got fucking COVID.
Yeah, like...
Geniuses.
Like, this is
what Triple H said at the beginning of the pandemic, like, well, see, the matter of the fact is,
I'm
we
the
have
game.
these machines where the game will spread everything with Clorox. Like, fucking shut up, Paul. You don't fucking know anything. You're not actually taking any fucking precautions. It took Kevin fucking Owens, it took him going to Vince being like, yeah, I really think we should start wearing masks for him to, like, take it seriously. Because people were fucking being disciplined for wearing masks in the crowd behind the perspex screens that you put up just to throw people through as part of a spot, and then you send the street profits out there to fucking dance with the crowd like there's no such thing as a fucking pandemic in your batshit fucking mind! I'm sorry.
But here's the other thing as well. I've been saying this since...
It gets me fucking riled up how fucking stupid all of this is.
That's understandable. And here's the thing, right? AEW doesn't have a back library. So, in a way, they're a bit fucked. They would have to keep putting some sort of shows on, right? And with WWE, they own everything. Like, they literally own, like, every single professional wrestling company and their back library to ever exist It doesn't, like, they own it all. They could put on anything. They could
Not only
literally
that,
put
they
anything
own
on.
the backlog of all of the content that's been going on for the past half a fucking century, 50 years.
Just, I
They've
don't get
also
it.
produced their own shows, their own documentaries, their own podcasts. You could do this for a whole fucking year and still have enough left over to cover the rest of time in memoriam. Like, Jesus, I just don't understand.
I don't get
why
it.
they can't just it's freeze, put a freeze on everything that's been happening so far. It's like, we don't need this product currently. We can literally just go back and watch old shit or watch documentaries about the new shit. You don't need to keep producing stuff. You have enough.
Well, here's the thing. Something that they were producing that was new was Raw Underground, which was the fake. Those of you who don't know, because who the hell is sitting through 3 hours of this crap? Raw Underground was like a fake Fight Club. That's all it was. It was Shane's Fight Club, and it's just been cancelled. So the one thing that they had that was different, that's it. So after the segment not actually appearing on Raw episode since September, good old Dave Things Are Happening Meltzer said that Raw Underground has been officially cancelled, and that WWE is supposedly concerned about another outbreak under their watch. And they decided to keep talent from different brands separated. So I presume they're like different bubbles. Or you can just stop doing it. You can fucking do it. The segment debuted on August 3rd, and it lasted until a final airing of September 21st. What a weird time in history that will be.
Let's analyze it, alright? So
Okay.
It starts off with Shane McMahon
Yeah.
telling everyone to come to his weird shed.
I mean, I do that on the EWR, but you know what I mean? Like, I'm not.
Well, I mean, yours is different. Yours is COVID safe. His is clearly not. But
Oh,
he's
no.
advertising everyone to come to his weird shed after dark, where there's going to be some real fights. And like, you've granted,
That
there's
doesn't
been
sound
good
dodgy.
stuff.
Okay.
There's been stars that have been highlighted that otherwise wouldn't have been highlighted, like I still don't know his fucking name. Doner Kebab.
Who the fuck is?
Donkey Kong.
What are you talking?
Dabacato. That's his fucking
Wow,
name.
how
The guy
the-
in the picture on the left in the white vest, right?
Okay, I can't actually see him properly on my screen. Oh, this chap. Right. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on his face.
Yeah, his name is Dabacato. But
Oh,
I
that
keep
did not
calling him
work.
Doner Kebab.
What have I
'cause
done?
I forget what his name is.
Have I broken this? Oh no! Oh god! I just put it on another random person. Who's that guy? Oh Jesus!
There's only like 4 people in the picture. What are you talking about?
Well, there was this guy, like this guy in the middle, just like staring at Shane's arm. Like, that's a good arm. I like that arm.
I like this arm.
Okay, so that's Shane.
But no, you've had.
Oh,
you've had
look at
stars
his-
made like him. You've
at his
had
tats.
You've had Riddick Moss, who bores the shit out of me. You've had I think Nia Jax showed up one week, but I don't like her anyway.
She's not like most girls.
She's not like most girls. She's larger.
God, what?
That's the thing. That's what the thing is.
I
That's what the
know,
gimmick
I
is.
know. It's awful.
And you had a Brazilian guy. I think his name is Arturo Ruas. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but that's how I've said it.
Okay.
Arturo. And yeah, they've been trying to build stars and everything, but it's only ever been self-contained to the Raw Underground segments. So really, it's not done much for anyone because they've only ever appeared in those segments and they've not been appearing anywhere else. So now that it's been cancelled, who the fuck knows if they're even going to be with the company anymore? They're just going to be back in the performance center, which is being investigated by the fucking sheriff's department. Like, I don't know. This whole thing was a fucking waste of time. Nothing good actually came from it. Nothing tangible came out of it that was actually any good. Maybe 1 or 2 segments, but that's it. It lasted, what, less than 2 months?
Yeah, it was just... It was less than a
Well,
month.
Rest in peace, Shane's Fight Club, where big meaty men slapping meat happens.
I
in the
don't-
dark,
I-
in a metal shed at night.
I don't get the point of it. And like,
what was the idea? What was the idea?
Like, I hate the idea of. I don't mind MMA moves necessarily in wrestling, but the actual idea of an MMA fight in wrestling is the dumbest thing in the entire world to me. Because
why, Andy?
Because you're doing a fake real fight. So basically what you're saying is the guys that do the stuff in the ring, they're just fucking twats. This is the real fighting. Like, well, why am I spending 3 fucking hours watching twats when you're doing...
to your strengths.
Like, I don't get it. If I want to watch fights, I'll stick the UFC on, or I'll buy the UFC game and look at small titty Lesnar, for fuck's sake. Like, I don't understand why they're doing this. This doesn't make sense.
And that's the thing. That's the thing as well. Because WWE does this, they are not going to steal any UFC fans.
No.
People that watch UFC don't want to watch wrestling for Raw Underground. That's not taking any fucking momentum away from your biggest competitor.
And then when they had like Ken Shamrock do it in like the Lion's Den back in the day, that's because he's a real MMA man. Like, I don't understand. Like, it made sense for his character to do that because it's like, I won the Ultimate Fighting Championship. I'm a former champion, for fuck's sake. Like, that made sense.
Wasn't what it is now.
No, but still, when Brock wears his stupid trousers, shorts, or whatever the fuck he wears, that's because he's an ex-MMA man. This is dumb. Like, what it should have been was, you know what? If they do have to close down like all of these places, they should just do it in a shed. They should just do Raw in a shed.
They should do it underground.
Like, I don't. That would be Raw. That would almost be like the point of the fucking show. Like,
that would be Raw stupidity.
I don't see.
Your brain would be underground.
I don't like the idea of Raw Underground as a concept.
And the worst thing about it was Shane. Like, he was just fucking... He was there with the mic the whole time, being the hype man. It's like, why Shane? Why Shane of all fucking people? He's got nothing to do with any of this shit.
Like, he's just... what he should have done was put a ring in there, like Def Jam Vendetta or something, and gone... right, Vince...
Stick fucking Method Man and Fat Joe in there.
Well, not quite that.
Skip DMX. I'm here in Raw Underground. What? Basically,
Rudolph the Red-Nosed... Did DMX sing Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or am I making that up?
Yes. No, yeah.
Oh my god, yes.
Absolutely.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. What?
Had a very shy What?
He's not Titus O'Neil. Fuck off.
Sorry. So basically, what they should have done as a story was like, Vince is like, the first half of Raw would be like what Vince McMahon sees as pro wrestling, and he's like, just, it's really squeaky clean, really it's just like, it's just shit. And then Shane takes over the other half of Raw, and it's like literally underground with a rinky-dink ring, and they have actual matches, and like none of the like the glitz and glamour that Vince seems to love. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it should have been that, but no, it's fake fighting in her enough.
What it should have been is like sort of a new NXT, where it should have highlighted like performance center talents who maybe aren't so clean on the wrestling. So just put them in there and just have them beat the shit out of each other for a little bit. Then you can highlight those people instead of like whoever the fuck you've decided to put in Retribution.
It should have
who's on the main show.
It should have been a challenge thing where it'd be like, like, I don't know, Braun Strowman comes out like, I challenge anybody from NXT, and I'm gonna do this in this shitty little ring, and then like, I don't know, fucking, I don't watch NXT, so I'm gonna guess that guy that won the belt that is
brilliant. That guy that won the belt. Yeah, cheers.
Karrion Kross, who's like married or is engaged or dating Scarlet Bordeaux, is that her name, right?
Big bad Beetleborg.
Yes, and they don't necessarily have the NXT people go over because that, unless you're going to actually do something with them, or do it as a time limit draw, like they went the distance with a main roster person. Wow, that looks so fucking amazing. Like, just, I don't know, just not what they did. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
There are many different ways, different concepts, different ideas that you could have done, but none of them would have worked, and none of them would have been creative, because ha ha ha, I'm Vince McMahon. Here's my son and his weird shed. Like, fuck it. No one will miss it.
No.
It's so fucking stupid. R.I.P. Minute of silence. Okay, done.
Oh,
So,
wonderful. So,
do we have any other news?
I think we are literally done with the news. I closed the Word document because we got through all the news.
Brilliant, fantastic. So, what else is going on in the world of the Suplah here in your garden?
Yes, so basically we're up to episode 20. I don't actually know when I'm doing that show because I've had a few changes in my life, so I need to figure out...
Yeah, agenda changes that we talked about, yeah.
Yes. So I... where the fuck are we going with this? So basically, I need to pick a day of the week that I'm going to be able to do this. I said to Sam, we'll get to 20 and I'll see what happens, because I think last time I checked, the company is about to die. So 20
You've been
might be...
saying that for weeks now, and yet
But I
it's
cheat.
fucking die.
But I cheat, that's the problem.
You know what you are? You're TNA in 2016.
I'm not
You just
TNA.
won't fucking die.
I mean, that's mainly because I cheat, so like it just won't die. But like literally,
Remember, kids, winners don't do drugs.
Exactly. So I think literally, it is gonna die. At least if it doesn't die in this next episode, it probably will die in the next one. I don't know. We'll see.
Find out next time on AGW BBB.
Can you believe I'm doing this for 20 weeks? Or thereabouts.
I'm actually quite proud of you.
Thank
I never
you.
thought you would have it in you.
I don't know. Here's the thing. Like, I don't know if I can stomach doing any more after 20 because, like, this thing is never gonna go. If with a TV deal it doesn't make money, it's fucked. So.
But then we'll say goodbye to famous characters like John Big Pimpin' Prototype and Parcel Force.
But I
and
mean,
Flame Butlin,
I may actually
and
do
the Bird Bath of Empowerment.
Exactly. I may actually do another one with a different company one day.
And the
One.
chat can ruin it too.
Well, the thing is, I forget who's on the roster by the time I've done a new episode. So, yeah. But we'll see. We'll see. I probably won't. I'll probably do 30 more of them. I don't know yet. We'll see. So there's that. What else is there?
Suplah Brawl has been
Yes.
coming out. The most recent event, Give Me Neptune, has come out recently. Go and give it a watch. You got actions of Jake Hager. In there, he faces Dragon for the Jobbers Championship. You've got the start of a tag team tournament, that we've dubbed the local co-op mode, where the Derek Club fight the Cobra Nauts and the Sequelians fight Order of the Storm. You've got the Brawl Defense League in the main event against the inferior Lazy Pals. We're gonna kick their fucking heads in.
That's not true. That's just fake news.
The things happened, Andy. You should know. Have you not seen it?
I have seen it and I won't accept it.
No, that's on you then.
I'm hoping someone else in a few weeks doesn't do the same thing. And also, we have a gaming channel called Suplah Gaming. We are now doing more things on there because I don't have a PlayStation, but everyone else does. So they do streams.
Join us for Rocket League and
Yes.
Fall Guys and whatever else we feel like doing, whenever we feel like doing it. You're not our dads. You can't tell us what to do.
Yeah, you're not my dad. So what else is
I'm
there? What? So, should we tell them about the other thing that we launched that we haven't done anything with yet?
No, we'll leave that for next week.
Oh, okay, good. So, what else is there? Well, we do have a store on redbubble.com/people/thesuplah. I don't actually know if people buy things, but you can if you like. We have wrestlepundit.com. Keelan says that he's going to be trying to update that at some point. We have suplah.com, which again we haven't updated for a while, but we will probably get back to that at some stage. But you can follow us on social media at the Suplah. Stussy says my favourite episode of the Suplah is the one where Derek kicked the chair. Lol.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What else is there, Sam, that I am forgetting to plug?
No, that's it. Play the outro, fuckhead.
All right, I gotta find it. So I haven't done this in so long. I need to actually go find.
Let me tell you something, brother. When me and Carmine and Keelan fought the inferior Lazy Pals, the winner gets to fight you and Liam at the next event that we are calling Blunderdong.
Did
Join
I?
us for Suplah Brawl Blunderdong at some time in the future.
I didn't come up with that name, did I?
No.
Where is the outro? I want the damn outro. I think it's gonna play now. I think no, wait. There you go. So thank you very much for joining us on this week's Suplah, or this month's Suplah, who knows. And we'll see you next time, whenever that is. Again, I don't know. But thank you for joining us. Stay safe, wear a mask, social distance and all that. Stay at home. Vote Biden. Goodbye. Like, what?
Take your vitamins, eat your birds, eat your dog.
Eat my what now? What? Oh god, where's the button to stop the show? I've lost the button.
For fuck's sake!
Goodbye, everybody. Stay safe.